Hi everybody, welcome to or welcome back to Expose. Thank you very much for joining me on this video. This was suggested by Diane. I think it popped up in her recommended and she thought it might be a fun one to look back on. I don't remember much about it. I might do when it starts playing, but I think it was called using sandpaper to exfoliate.
Ravaged, hungover, sloppy. My house is pristine. I always look good.
No, I always look good. You might have done back then, but you don't do now. Eavesdropping on the neighbours. See, if there'd been somebody there, you'd have had a bit of a gossip with them. You know, like we do on the Gossip Bakery. It's normal. Everyone does it.
Okay, hold on. Do you guys remember the days where you wore your sweater backwards?
No.
It was an 80s thing.
Was
and
it?
You would get like a V-neck sweater, button-down sweater, and wear
Cardigan.
it backwards. I'm wearing my sweater backwards today.
I thought a sweater was a jumper. Anywho, was that something that your friends told you to do, Lardy? Oh, that'll look really good if you wear your jumper backwards. Cardigan, whatever the hell.
Just in the car, so that I can film this.
Yeah, not out in public because people might take you for the lunatic that you actually are.
Car vlog. And not have to deal with my shirt. Oh. Hey, Jules.
Hey.
Oh. Okay, let me get you set up here. So I thought I didn't have work when I vlogged yesterday morning. I thought I had today off, but then I looked at the schedule again and I'm working 2 to 6. And I have Saturday off, and then next week is gonna be brutal because extended hours and everybody asked for time off except me because I have no life.
You said it.
I'm working, normally I work like 6 hours maximum, but next week I'm working like every other day, 7 hours.
Whinge, 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 whine, whine, whine. Most normal people work 8 hours or more daily. They don't get a day off every other day.
It just makes for a long day. I personally would rather have short days. 65, I need the AC on. I personally would rather have like work a few hours every day. I don't need a whole day off. When I have a whole day off, all I do is lay in bed and stay home and eat.
What did you just say? You lay in bed and eat. Is that what you think I do? Just lay in bed and eat? I am at the moment, actually. I'm eating biscuits when I shouldn't be, but we're all allowed to go wild once in a while, aren't we? But yeah, see, this is why she's pissed off at me, because she has to get out of the bed and she doesn't like doing that.
So, I mean, maybe when that changes, I'll want a whole day off. But for now, like today.
When what changes? Maybe when you get a life, you'll... What? What's going to change? Nothing. Nothing ever changes in your life. Do you not know that yet?
It's perfect. Friday, 2 to 6. Gave me a reason to put on my makeup and get dressed and do my hair. Which my hair is getting really long. Like, so, it looks so blonde, right? But in the headband yesterday, you see all my white, gray, etc. because it's at my temples. But I really like the color of my hair right now. How long has that not been recording? I just looked and it wasn't recording. No idea what I recorded, what I didn't now.
Ah, have we missed out on something really, 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 really important?
I was talking about my lips, how I exfoliate them. I use sandpaper basically
Who sandpapers their lips? Of all the things to use sandpaper on, your heels at a push, your elbows possibly, your lips? Really? Are you insane?
So I love multi-purposing all kinds of things. So I was saying I use an emery board, a nail file, a new one, not that I've used on my nails, and I just lightly buff, and then it takes off all the dead skin. I've done that on my face too. If I have a dry patch, I just. Am I late?
A dry patch, and you're going to use sandpaper on it. That's really intelligent. And here we are. Am I late? Maybe if you started off in time and didn't waste time faffing about and talking to yourself, you wouldn't be late.
Oh yes, I always say that. I think a good job for me would be a
Right, let's all chime in here. Here's the question of the day, folks. What would be a good job for Lardy? Milk sourer. Wow, let me think. What would she be good at? Grave digger. She's on her own. And there's nobody to upset because they're already dead. Sorry about the background noise, by the way. It's open the window time of the year here in the UK because it was so warm in my room I couldn't cope. Because I had the windows shut and a blind down to dampen the noise outside because I live on a main road for when I was recording for my other channel, and that's just gone out the window now. It's too darn hot. Good jobs for Lardy. Right, put them down in the comments. That'll make fun reading.
estimator of time. Because I have an uncanny ability to judge how long it takes to do something to get from one place to another, even if I don't know where I'm going or anything. I'm always, okay, not always, on time. I'm at McDonald's. Just getting fatter by the minute. McDonald's makes you fat, but I don't care. I'm into it. It's what I'm into. Leave me alone.
McDonald's doesn't make you fat if you eat the right things. It's like you enjoy eating shite. Just admit it. We all do. I do. But I have to be stern with myself and stick to keto so that my blood sugar doesn't go through the ceiling. Maybe if you had that problem, you wouldn't eat shite, huh?
It's my thing right now. I'm getting chicken nuggets, fries, and a medium Diet Coke. And I finally got my Lori necklace back on. I like this combo, and this is my long with my charms. Evil Eye from Turkey, mezuzah, the Turkish symbol, which is a red half moon and star, and then mother and child that I got when I was pregos. And then this chain is everything. It's Technobond. I've had it a million times. I've sold it. It came in a set of 3. It never ever tarnishes. It's, like I said, HSN Technobond, but it's really hard to find. This one I got on eBay, and I ended up making some necklaces, like making charms, putting it on the necklace, and then selling it. Okay, and then this false eyelash, you can't see, but it's not quite glued on. Oh no, what do I want?
Do we care?
Okay.
You just bloody said what you wanted. Chicken nuggets and chips and a drink. For God's sake, woman.
Hi, could I have the 10-piece chicken McNugget meal with a medium Diet Coke, please?
Any sauce?
Ranch.
Please. Look at me. Look how beautiful I am.
Any view?
That's it.
Thank you. Jesus Christ. How difficult is her for her to say please and fucking thank you to people? No wonder people hate working at fucking drive-thrus and waitressing and all the rest of it, because people are fucking rude.
$1 a day on junk food. It's just a phase.
No, it isn't.
Okay, so again, on my eyes is just one of the colors, one from...
You're still spending $10 a day on food, but salad to go, aren't you? Or is it? It isn't 10 because it wasn't 5 because it was £13 something, dollars something, whatever. But you're still eating shite, so don't try and fool yourself saying you won't be. You know you will be.
The Tati palette. But first what I did, so I wanted to blend, I didn't want to use mascara, but I wanted to blend in the false lashes with my lashes.
No one cares.
And I didn't want to use liner. I took a very fine brush, dipped it in a little water, dipped it in the Tati black eyeshadow, and smudged it into the line.
Oh, no one's ever done that before.
Because I wasn't going to use the black, eyelash glue. So I used the regular duo, but if you can see, like, look at, see?
Really?
Okay, you see? It's stuck on there, but it's just like, it's fine. Unless I close my eyes, no one will notice. And then...
Shall we whiz this
I
on?
because I picked it.
Can I whiz this on?
It was
I don't think I can
basically
do that on
nothing.
this bugger.
And I made it into something.
Wait, zoom. No.
And then,
Sorry,
as blush,
folks. Oops.
I have a Lancome red lipstick in the shaker tube.
Sorry, did I miss something?
Forever. I take a Real Techniques brush.
She's over
If I put it
here.
on the back of my hand, you can see it a little bit. I went one dot on the back of my hand. Then I take the Real Techniques brush.
I'm sure Diane didn't mean for us all to be bored fucking Richard.
And I
Sorry, Diane.
and I
You
swirl
know I
it
love
in my
you.
hand so that it's really I go like this and I put it
Sorry, I touched something and the sound went
on the
off.
apples.
But we've missed nothing, I'm sure. We don't get ranch dippy things in the UK. Tomato sauce, curry, or barbecue, I think. It's been that long since I've been at McDonald's, I can't remember.
And then I swirl it on the apples.
Are you still going on about how to put on blush? We know.
Thank you.
Oh, finally, a thank you.
And blend it in. Oh my god, that guy looks exactly like Abraham Lincoln.
Stop shouting.
And I swirl it in. So it's a cream product. Sorry, I know. I hate this. I wish this shoulder strap went up and down, but because it's a convertible, it can't. It's just stationary. So, yeah, so I swirl it in. So it's basically a cream product, so it lasts a very long time. I don't have any... Should I use any bronzer? No. I have no bronzer. No contour.
Yeah, we can see.
The Ofra Gold highlighter, but that wasn't enough. So then I took my brush and dipped it into one of Tati's, I forget what color, eyeshadows, and I put on my nose and there and there. And then on my lips.
Oh, losing the will to live. It's like, she says, oh, and I dipped my brush in. So it's like we don't know to dip a brush in it. Does she think she's the only one on the planet that's ever done makeup ever? We're all fucking grown-ups, Lardy. We know what we're doing.
I did put some lip liner. I think it's the Lancome Ideal.
Right, it will be, because you'll be copying Lisa D1.
I'm kind of always sorry when I do that, because, see, then I take pictures. And I can see how I look from the selfies. But this color, seriously, this is the best color for me.
Then I take pictures so I can see how I look from the selfies. No, then you take pictures because you think you look amazing and you want to put 9 million of them up on Instagram. What normal people do is they finish their makeup, they have a look in the mirror, you know, that thing in the bathroom, and then as they're leaving, normally people have a mirror just by the front door, well they do in the UK, and you do a second check when you're a bit further away to make sure you don't look like fucking whatever, and then you go. Nobody takes pictures to check how they look. They look in a fucking mirror, so stop making excuses for your bloody narcissism.
It's just bare all in a nude. It just goes with me so well. Maybe if I had a tan, it wouldn't. But I need to blend a little. I used the Milani Perfect and Conceal, just a little bit. I use that Maybelline.
Is this all this is going to be all the way to work? What I did to my face by Lori Langer, age 55 and a half.
I never watched The Road, but seriously, I'm really, really, really a good driver.
No, you're not.
I have a very good sense all around me, so even if I'm going like this.
No, Lardy, that's bollocks. You can't sense a toddler running out into the road when you're not fucking watching the road.
Yes, I have good peripheral vision.
Peripheral.
So this is
Peripheral.
Master Conceal. This is Maybelline Master Conceal.
Could
And I have
conceal
two.
you.
I have one in the light and then light medium. So
We
I put it in
don't
my eyes.
care. None of us care. Say something interesting.
And that's it. Like, I don't have any mascara on my bottom lashes. I think I did a teeny bit first on top. I can't even remember. I need to get a
How
new
sad. How fucking sad are her subscribers that they sit through this drivel and then they go, oh, that was such a good video, Laurie. I love spending time with you. Can you imagine having her as a friend? She'd never stop talking about herself. No one else would get fucking looking. And then I did this, and then I did that, and then I coloured in a big pig, and then I put some glitter on, and then I put blue tack on it, and I hung it on the wall.
mascara, and I'm going to get the one that Lisa D1 just recommended.
Of course you are.
I have it written down on my phone. The Maybelline. I don't remember.
If Lisa said she'd rub dog shit on your face, you'd do that too, wouldn't you?
I just don't feel like going in. I don't feel like working.
Do you ever?
Don't you hate it when you feel like that? Like there's something that you have to do that you just don't feel like doing?
Yes, that's called being a grown-up. Responsibility.
I feel like being at the mall. A mall.
I sounded like a small child. Meow, meow.
Let's see. What else can I talk to you about? Who have I been watching on YouTube?
Oh, for God's sake.
Nikocado Avocado. I love him.
Now you don't.
He says a lot of things that I feel, and he says them very well. For instance, he is saying, so I guess other channels are making
Watch the
videos
road.
about him.
Just watch the road.
And he is actually thanking them and saying, it's like paying somebody. It's like for free advertisement because it does bring people to his channel.
See, there you go. You should be thanking me, Lardy. I'm bringing people to your channel. You've gone into hiding, I notice. Come out of hiding. Tell people come over here and have a watch and then go back and tell you what they think. That'd be fun. And if any of Lardy's subbies are here, leave me a message. Tell me why you like her. Tell me why I'm being mean. None of you have been brave enough to leave a message and say anything. Nobody's blocked. Lardy's not blocked. Lardy, if you want to pop along and tell me something, feel free. Let's have a chat. Let's chat it out. Why don't we? And then you could apologise to everyone you've been a twat to. That'd be nice.
And it really is how you kind of have to look at it because people are going to do it, right? There is a channel. What I hate is that when they use your name. So I do talk about people in my channel, but I don't really, on the regular, put the person's name in it to get views.
Yes, you do. What happened to the video you did about HRH, the video you did about Peter Mon, the video that you did about Trisha Paytas? They've all got their names in it. If someone's doing a reaction video, they have to put who they're reacting to. So that's why your name are in the videos. Otherwise, people don't know what they want to watch, do they?
I don't care that much, but people do try and, like, the people that have made fun of me, that have made videos about me, put my name in their title, and then they get tons of views. So, you know, you can't stop that from happening.
No, you can't.
This is what's happening to him. And so he said it twice now, which leads me to believe that it's kind of bothering him a little, or...
Oh, so he said it twice, and it leads you to believe it must be bothering him. When you mention haters in almost every single fucking video you ever record, and you say, oh, but it doesn't bother me. Well, going by what you've just said, it must bother you a lot, because you talk about it a lot.
That's how he's rationalized it, that, thank you, you know, like, yeah, you're making fun of me, and it might bother me, but in the end, if you really break it down to brass tacks, that's an old expression, jeez. It's like he doesn't have to pay somebody to do publicity. And, you know, the old saying also is,
all publicity is good publicity.
When they stop talking about you, that's the time to worry. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair.
We don't care.
What else?
If this is a really important information about, no, you don't know what you're doing with your hair. I've just shaved all mine off. If anybody's interested. That time of the year again. It's gone. My daughter gets really freaked out when I shave my head. So I sent her a message on Messenger, and I said, just before you come in, to let you know, Daddy shaved my hair off. And she just wrote back and went, were you hot again, Mummy? It's like, yeah, I am.
I just got McDonald's, but after I eat it and I'm full, I'm like, I really want to get healthy again.
So do it.
I really want to get healthy again. I felt so good.
Right, this is one thing I'm going to say if you're watching, Lardy. When you were friends with Shawnee, just after your knee surgery, you decided, because Shawnee was vegan, you were going to go vegan. You were really strict with yourself. You ate shite vegan foods, all pretend this and pretend that. It wasn't like a big load of vegetables or whatever. But you stuck to it. And you stuck to it for a long time. And you looked really healthy. See, I'm paying you a compliment there. Did you see that? You could do it again. There's nothing to stop you doing it again. You live alone. You do your own shopping. So all you need to do is go out like a normal human being, do a week's worth of grocery shopping. Don't go out again. Or if you do, don't buy shit. If you're going out, bring that big huge water tumbler thing you've got with a drink in it. You like carrots cut up and shit. Bring some of that in a tub if you're tempted to eat shite when you're out. You can do it. I know you can do it. Because you're a stubborn fuck like me. So nothing's stopping you, only yourself. There, back to normal bitching now.
And I will.
When?
But I really thought this last time when I lost all that weight that would be it.
It should have been.
I was like, I can never do this again. Like, I can't. And Kungor had said the same thing. He lost all that weight and he looked so thin and perfect. And he was like, I can't gain it back because I can never do this again. And he gained it all back.
Is it just me? But I think Kungor looks cute, chubby.
Do it again. And say it. You will do it again. I know I will do it again. I also know I probably will gain again because I never thought I would gain this back. I was thin for a year. I had lost that weight and kept it off for a year. Weighed myself every single day.
That's bad.
And watched the scale just go back up, and I could not get a handle on it. There's a lady in a car behind me. She's in a white convertible. She has short red hair. Like red. She's old. Older than me.
How do you know?
I'm going to tell you what I see around me. Then I just saw a guy. I kind of wish I smoked cigarettes again. I like how it looks.
That's the stupidest thing you've ever said.
But I won't. But I do like how it looks. I can't stand the smell. And I hated that feeling. But
What feeling? Hated what feeling? I gave up smoking. I smoked for a long time and I gave up. My son, sadly, started to smoke. God, I wish he hadn't, but hey, he's a grown-up. It's his choice. He can do what he wants. But when he's had a cig, because he has to go out to smoke, because otherwise the house would stink to high heaven. So when he comes back in, and if he comes in here to talk to me, he smells like an old ashtray. And it's like, God, when people that didn't smoke came to visit our house when I was up and about, did our house smell like an old ashtray? Obviously did, and no one ever said anything because they were very polite. But I hate that smell. Like she's saying she hates the smell of cigarettes. I hate that smell when my son comes in and he's had a cigarette. But I remember back in the day when I worked at the Waldorf and I used to get the train home and you could smoke on the train. And the smell of somebody else lighting up a cigarette smelt so good that within seconds you could see everybody in that carriage lighting up because they wanted to smell it as well. It's funny, but yeah. I'm glad I gave up, but I still miss it, sadly. People say, oh, you know, eventually the thing wears off. No, it doesn't. Because there are days when I get really stressed and I think, yeah, I could just smoke a fag now. I'm sorry, we call them fags in the UK. Smoke a cig now, but I don't. Because that's called willpower. So, Lardy, you gave up smoking so you can give up eating shite. It's the same thing. It's willpower. 2 minutes 56 left. I doubt very much she's going to say anything interesting, but we'll stick with it. We've been here this long.
I liked every minute that I smoked.
So did I.
I don't know, there's like something about me that loves that ravaged, hungover, sloppy I'm nothing like that. My house is pristine.
Yeah, if you have to keep saying it.
I always look good. I
No,
rarely
you
look
don't.
ravaged.
That's because nobody in
I'm
their
ne- I'm-
right mind would ever ravage you, dear. Remember that I can get anybody's husband? Off you go then. I haven't seen you with a man since... No, there hasn't been one, has there? No.
I always look good. I rarely look ravaged. I'm not ravaged.
No.
The last time I drank was that night with Gungor, so I don't even drink anymore. Oh, my life has gotten so small. My life is teeny tiny, small. For now.
For now.
I had put up on a different video, but I dumped that whole vlog. Talking about where I am in life right now. Like, picture an old record album, right? You know, and the needle went down on a groove and it played music. I mean, it's just incredible if you think about it. But anyways, I'm just stuck in this on vinyl on song number 4. And eventually the needle will go to the next song and it'll be a new thing. So that's just my needle right now. I'm just go to work, come home, eat. I don't turn on my TV, watch YouTube videos. I haven't made any jewelry. I haven't really bought very much. Doing my nails satisfies me immensely as far as the artistic side. So I was thinking of making some, like there's some DIYs on YouTube that I'm really tempted to do. One is that chunky knit blanket that everyone's making with the big yarn that you do with your hand, but I'm all about immediate gratification, so I'm not into like...
Yeah, we know that. There's no way you'd have the patience to knit a big thing. I always wondered about that. You know, what if you're in the middle of knitting that big chunky bracelet and you need... Big chunky blanket and you need to go to the loo? What happens then? Like if you take your arms out of it and wander off and come back, what... Do you know what I mean? It's like, at least on needles, everything stays exactly the same and you can put it to one side. But with your art, I don't know. I'm talking nonsense now. Oh, 14 seconds. Should we count it down?
That's why I've never been into puzzles or something that takes too long. I like to see...
Hello, Gungor. Right, so let's pause that there. So... question of the video today is, what job do you think would suit Lori? I can't wait to see what you've all put down below. I've got another video to do after this, so I will see you in that one. Take care, everybody. Bye.